As one of the biggest CDL changes we have seen in a while has now underway, that being Huke from the Dallas Empire to the LA Thieves. The LA Thieves have now benched bigger names than anyone else in the CDL. First Slasher, now of course TJ. Temp was gone a while back as well. It's actually Nadeshot making comment on this, and on stream, in a brief moment, without context, sounds pretty fire, but clearly joking, as he says, "Rip Empire. It was good knowing you."
Yo, what up, brother?
What's up, kid?
Dude, not shit, brother. Is it cool if my boy Unrational joins up with us?
Yeah, bring him in here. Come on.
All right, hell yeah. I think he just went to reboot his app really quick. I'm gonna send him over the Discord.
Yeah, no worries.
Bro, good to see you back on COD, brother.
Let's fucking go, Bobby. Yeah, it's good to see you always on COD.
Oh, that's grinding, baby.
I love it.
I must have drank maybe about 15 Dr.
You guys
Peppers.
have made some big moves recently. I was literally just hanging out with Kyler, dog.
You were just hanging out with Kyler?
Yeah, in Dallas.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
last time I was
dude.
there.
RIP to Dallas Empire, man. Gone but not forgotten.
Oh shit.
No, they're going to be okay. I mean, Crim, any team Crim is on, you can never doubt that team.
Nah.
Always finds a way to win.
I mean, dude, it's tough, man. It's a business, so.
Yeah, hey, that's the way you got to look at it. You know, that's how it goes.
Yes, sir.
I ain't a businessman. I'm a businessman.
To which he later goes on to elaborate with, in that short call with Bobby, he extends that clip a little bit further to obviously say it's jokes and best of luck to Dallas Empire. Now he's talked about in that same stream, as well as in the latest Optic podcast, if you guys want to check it out, a little 60-50 throwback, a perspective that we don't really get to hear too often from some owners who were former players. Actually, a perspective we rarely hear about from owners in general. That being Nadeshot saying how sometimes roster moves, they just suck arse. And I'm sure you guys know what I mean when I say arse, but this is a family-friendly show. But sometimes it just sucks to be in the shoes of where Nadeshot is, where you have to make these decisions to bring some friends in. And if you bring people in, well, some of your friends, they got to go.
100 Thieves announced the roster change yesterday. Adding.
Well, it's happening right now, and TJ just tweeted out that he was benched. So, first of all,
we cutting that part, or
well, you don't have to cut it.
Why? Well, that's what you were about to start
no,
talking
but he was talking about TJ, and you know, like we never.
Nick's
we
mic can't pick this up, right? Because
No.
the announcement's in like 15 minutes.
No.
No.
All right, let me just say.
I
my
mean,
piece
you
really
keep it
quick.
quiet though, like
Yeah.
because Nick's gonna probably like heard that. Nick's like this.
Listen, I just want people to understand, and Hector, you know this probably better than I do. Roster changes suck.
Oh, the worst part of the job.
There's no. I take no joy in swapping out a player, especially people like Slasher and TJ. Like Slasher won us 2 major championships, runners up at COD champs. I really like Slasher as a person. He's great off camera. I know a lot of players have issues with him because he's hard on them, and that's tough in itself. And TJ, I have a great relationship with TJ. I have no problems with TJ, but when an opportunity for a player like Huke comes up, and you're right at the precipice of being a contender, you're right in the cusp of being one of the top 2, top 3 teams, and a player like Huke, who, in my opinion, is like a generational talent. Who knows how he's going to play in the next 6 months? I can't predict that, but you have
to have a conversation at the very least.
You have to have the conversation, and it just so happened that the opportunity was able to fall into our laps. So
yeah,
That's how it be.
I feel bad for TJ. You know, I really I trust Muddog and JCap. They both spend time. JCap's one of the best players ever, in my opinion. So for me, it's like when they say this is the right decision, I agree with them too.
Well, you hire people who you trust to do a job, and if you are constantly questioning their decisions or that, like, you're not doing yourself a favor, you're not doing them a favor. And look, when they dropped Slasher, I was even like, well, how's that gonna fucking work? Like, the balls to drop a player like that. But immediately you saw the increase in performance. So
I mean, everyone's following suit though. Like that's how this year has been. There's been so many veteran players that are being benched and cut for amateurs, and some of the times it works, some of the times it doesn't. But I mean, in this case, it's not like you're getting an amateur, you're getting Huke,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been a busy week. Finally got back from Texas yesterday and jumped right back into work today. Want to film something really cool today, if you guys saw my Instagram. A big week. Yeah, hey, it's a big week. I know everybody's talking about Huke, man. Everybody wants to talk about Huke. Of course, who doesn't want to talk about Huke? LA Thieves LA Thieves, Huke. Man, it's a tough situation, dude. I'm so happy about it, but I'm also bummed because of all the team changes that we've made this year. You know what I mean? I'm just conflicted. Like, of course, I want the team to play better, and I want us to have the best team as possible. But at the end of the day, man, you're replacing people on the team that you're friends with. Somebody like Slasher, who won us championships, who I still think is a really, really talented player. TJ, the same. It's tough, man. But, you know, here's the thing. When a player like Huke is on the market, you can't pass it up. You just can't. I played against Huke personally. Some of the things that Huke does, nobody can do. From a gun skill perspective and the way he moves around the map, nobody can do what Huke does. And when you have somebody like that on your team, or the opportunity to have somebody like that on your team, you can't pass it up. Plain and simple. Ron Jobinson's here. Let's go. 2-year anniversary of CDL London Champs today. Oh, man, what a great day that was. I should have been in London, bro. Imagine the crowd in London, what that would have been like.
And honestly, I've never really thought about this too much. It's hard to work my way into those shoes as well, but that would be something that would especially suck if you're not only an owner like Nadeshot, but you're a former player who has played alongside some of these guys who you have removed, right? Him and Temp have had beef in the past. I don't know how it felt to have to let him go, but when it comes to TJ and Slasher or others like Huke, who he's even played against, to bring him in, it's got to be a weird feeling, and it puts you in a weird rut in a spot that you have to make that choice. Like he said, you are on the cusp of being one of the better teams. You got a close series with FaZe, and you just beat Optic, and unfortunately, you don't see that roster being enough, so you bring in someone like Huke, who you see as the future, you see as a long-term play, and when that kind of player, as he said time and time again throughout this podcast and stream, when that kind of player becomes available, you have to have that talk, you have to make that move. So best of luck, of course, to those guys, Slasher and TJ, ending up elsewhere, but for now, the Thieves, you do got to respect, they are making some big moves. Can these big moves have some big returns is the giant question lingering. So I guess we'll see if the LA Thieves made a smart choice with Huke. Rest in peace, Dallas Empire. We'll see if they made a smart choice letting him go, right? At the end of the day, at the end of this season, these moves will be questioned based on where the LA Thieves and where Dallas Empire end up. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy, all right? Drink some water, drink some coffee. I'll catch you back here next time. Take care.